Earlier this year, we learned that an argument is made up of two fundamental parts: the claim, which is just a statement of an idea, and the evidence, which are the idea or ideas used to support the claim. When we write an original argument, it's important that we pay careful attention to these two elements, as they determine how effective our argument is going to be. When you write an original argument, whether it's on a topic of your choice, a topic you're assigned, or in response to some question, you first need to scrutinize the claim that you're making. Make sure that your claim is clear in what it's communicating, that it's precise in what it's communicating, that is, it's communicating exactly what you mean. Make sure that it's appropriate to the discussion that you're having. And if you're being asked to answer a question, make sure that your claim is directly responding to that question. It's also very important that you scrutinize your evidence. The evidence that you supply for your claim must be accurate, it must be relevant, and it must be sufficient. Let's go over more closely what it means for evidence to be accurate, relevant, and sufficient, and we'll start with accuracy. Accurate evidence is evidence that is demonstrably true or reasonably believable. For instance, if you want accurate dependability information about a car, some reliable sources might be a reputable mechanic, a magazine reviewer who has compared the car's performance to other similar cars, or simply someone who has owned the car for a long time. All of that would be an example of accurate evidence. Relevant evidence is evidence that directly supports the claim. For instance, if you wanted to argue that a particular car is superior from a dependability standpoint, bringing in evidence about its maintenance record would be relevant. But talking about its hand-tooled leather seats would not be relevant because they have nothing to do with its dependability. Lastly, sufficient evidence is evidence that fully supports the claim. For instance, if you base your entire argument about the car's dependability on one interview with a single mechanic, that wouldn't be very convincing. This is, after all, just one individual's opinion, and plus a mechanic only sees the cars that break down, so perhaps his viewpoint is overly negative. You would need to get other viewpoints, evidence from other sources, other examples to make your evidence more sufficient.